Welcome back to a fanfiction reading. Too Broken. Chapter 3, The Joint. Oh, princess, it's time to wake up. I hear a voice sing. What? I grumble, opening my eyes to see a man standing over me. Instinct takes over, and I spring up and punch him in the stomach. Mason lets in an oof and falls onto my bed, clutching his midsection. Damn, Lily. He laughs. You pack a wallop. I might have a bruise. Serves you right. Breaking and entering. No breaking. Your hiding key is very easy to find. I shake my hand out and say, what are your abs made of? Concrete? I collapse back under my pillow and close my eyes. I'm going back to sleep. You're running with me. What time is it? 5:45 a.m. Told you I was serious. I changed my mind. Too bad, he says as he yanks a blanket off me. I clutch at it, but he's too strong and pulls it out of my hands. Hey, I could have been naked under there, I snap. But you aren't. You're wearing a very cute pajama set. His eyes linger on my matching tank top and boy shorts set with a cartoon cherry pattern. How'd you know that cherries are my favorite fruit? He stares a beat longer, and the hunger in his eyes make my stomach flip. He turns and walks out, saying, dressed and outside in 3 minutes. I huff and grumble to myself as I change. Who the hell gets up this early during summer vacation? Psychopaths. That's who. Why are you making me go running this early? I groan as I step outside. You said you wanted to be able to run the whole thing. I'm just here to help, Mason says, way too chipper for being up before the sun. Besides, there are fewer people around. He shrugs. Right. If anyone from either of us used souls together, our social lives would be doomed. Mason drives us to trail in his car, and I enjoy not being the one driving for once. Ollie has his license, but always refuses to drive anywhere. You ready? Mason asks with a smirk as we get to the start of the trail. No, I groan, exhausted before we've even started. Perk up, princess. It's not that early. He laughs before taking off in a jog. I quick catch up with him despite my protests. Just over halfway through, I run out of steam and slow down to a walk. Mason slows down too. I feel like I'm going to die, I groan. You're not going to die. He laughs at me. Where's that peppy cheer spirit? He waves pretend pom-poms in the air like he's cheering me on. It's then buried in the backyard, I huff, making him laugh again. I can't help but laugh with him. And somehow I find the energy to keep going. Just as we're about to enter the parking lot, I spot Oliver's car pulling in. I grab Mason's arm and yank him into some bushes off the trail. What the? He starts to protest, but I shush him with a finger to his lips. I point and we peek through the leaves. Harry and Oliver are getting out the car and walking towards the trail. If they see us together, I'm toast, I whisper. Sure you don't want to make him jealous? We could walk out holding hands, Mason grins. You want to get your ass beat today? They're dying for revenge. I'll take my chances, Mason says and starts to stand, but I grab his arm and tug him back down. Please don't. He hesitates. I can see the fire in his green eyes. He's okay with fighting these two. Maybe he wants to, but his look goes soft. He nods and settles back down to the ground next to me. As he passed, we hear a little snippet of their conversation. Yeah, dude, she's gone totally psycho, Ollie says. We won't stop texting me. Really? Harry asks skeptically. God bless him. I want to set up and yell, that's bullshit! Mason senses me tensing up and gives my hand a gentle squeeze. Oliver and Harry's voice fade as they head further down the trail. Mason and I stay frozen, listening to their footsteps until they round a corner. I didn't realize it, but I've been holding my breath. I let out, I let out, I let it out in a loud whoosh. He doesn't move, just looks at me, still holding my hand. I realize how close together we are. I can smell his body, sweaty with a hint of faint cologne. My cheeks flush, and I bite my lip. I suddenly feel so awkward. To lighten the mood, I force a laugh. Hope there's no poison ivy here. I blurt out awkwardly as I stand up, brushing leaves off my shorts. God, I'm so cringe sometimes. Boop, boop, boop. After lunch, I go to meet up with Ava and Harry at the ice cream parlor in town. Where the hell were you last night? Ava yells at me the second I walk to the door. Hello to you too, I mumble, joining my friends at their table. I came around and you weren't here, she says, folding her arms over her chest. I just went out to clear my head. I lie. Sorry I didn't text you. Fine, I'll forgive you, she huffs. But ice cream's on you today. Lily's the one who just went through a big breakup. Harry scolds her gently. We should be buying her ice cream. A whole pint if she wants. Gentleman that he is, Harry takes our orders and goes to the counter to pay. When he comes back with our sundaes, Ava digs in excitedly and exclaims, I can't wait for school to start, you guys. Ew. Why? Harry asks, screwing his face up. Because we're seniors, she says with an eye roll. I can't wait for school to be over, I mutter, making Harry laugh. I seriously wonder why I'm friends with you two sometimes. Ava sighs dramatically. Because we're awesome, he replies in a duh tone. By the way, I have a date tonight. Oh my god, who with? I ask, holding in my squeal. Jonah. That's amazing! You have to tell me everything, I say, letting the squeal out. Sure, babe. He laughs and wraps his arm around my shoulders. My phone vibrates in my pocket. I'm dying to check, but don't want to do it in front of them. Babe, your phone's buzzed like 3 times, he says, nudging me. Huh? I frown, pulling my phone out of my pocket and pretend to be surprised to have messages. They're all from Mason. Who's him? He asks, peering at my phone. No one, I answer quickly, place my phone face down on the table as it vibrates again. Must be important, he sings songs as Ava tries to grab my phone. I quickly snatch it before she can. Just as in them, babe, Harry smirks. What food do you like to eat? Other than pizza? I mean like snacks. Chips? Candy? Carrot sticks? Princess, I'm literally standing in the grocery store like an idiot right now. I smile as I read his text, laughing, imagining him having a meltdown in the snack aisle. Lily, I can pretty much eat everything. Why? Before I can put my phone down, he texts back. For tonight. Lily, tonight? You'll see, Princess. X. This person must be pretty great if they're making you smile like that, Ava says, smirking at me. When I just shrug and shove a big swoop of ice cream in my mouth, she gasps and stops the table. Oh my god, have you met someone? I swallow. No, I say, hoping they don't see through my lie. How would I have met someone in the last few days? What about you, Ava? You seeing anyone? Harry asks, changing the subject from me and sending me a knowing look. I wish. All the boys at Ridgewood suck, she replies sadly. Except you, but it's not like that's an option. Oh, I know, he commiserates with a sigh. I've already been through all the boys at Ridgewood. I guess it's always Greendale. Neither of them can keep a straight face for more than a few seconds. They both burst out laughing, and I shuffle more ice cream into my mouth. Okay, so tell me why you have all this food, I ask Mason as he drops 2 grocery bags onto my coffee table. Because tonight, Princess, you and I are getting high. He smirks. I guess. We are? You get so excited about the smallest things. He chuckles. Like a puppy, he adds, and I whack his shoulder softly. I'm kidding. He laughs, reaching to his pocket and pulling out a lighter and what looks like a hand-rolled cigarette. We should probably go outside, he says. We can go out by the pool. I lead the way and sit cross-legged on one of the recliners, waiting. Mason sits down across from me. He lifts the joint up and gently places it between my lips. I'm going to light it for you. Just breathe in a little. You're going to cough, he explains, and I nod along. He flicks the lighter and lifts the flame slowly to the end of the joint. Start sucking, he says, and I do. I'm instantly hit with a weird taste and smell. Now inhale, he says, putting the lighter down next to him. I inhale a little, my lungs burning a bit, so I inhale more and start coughing. Not too bad, he says with an impressed look. I watch as Mason takes 2 puffs of the joint before blowing out the smoke. You didn't cough, I point out as he hands it back to me. Not my first time smoking, Princess. He winks. Do you even remember my name? I question. Lily. He smiles, showing off his perfect teeth, and my stomach starts doing strange flips. Then why do you call me Princess? I ask, leaning back in my seat waiting for the high to hit me. Because you remind me of that princess running the forest with the hair and lizard. He chuckles, leaning back too. Rapunzel? I giggle. That's the one, he confirms, closing his eyes. You sing Tangled? I ask, laughing. I have 2 little sisters who are obsessed with Disney. He answers, sitting up again. Want to watch it? He asks with a goofy grin. Let's go. I agree. 3 hours, 2 movies, and a shitload of junk food later, Mason's passed out on my sofa, and I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. Mason, I mumble, nudge his foot with mine. Mason. He hums, lifting his head up but not opening his eyes. Do you want a pillow? I yawn. Come here, he mutters, holding his arms out. I slowly stand up and shove it down and to stand in front of him. No, I mean come here, he says, scooting back and patting space in front of him. I want to cuddle, he mutters sleepily. Are you sure? I whisper. Stop overthinking, Princess, he says, opening one eye. When I don't move, he reaches his hand out to grab my waist and gently pulls me down to him. He pulls my body against his, my back to his front. He wraps his arm around my waist, grabbing hold of my hand, while his other arm slides underneath my head. Your hair smells good, he mumbles as I push my feet in between his legs. Stop smelling my hair, I giggle, snuggling into him some more. Shh, I'm sleeping. He chuckles into my hair. Hey, Lily, he says, suddenly sounding serious. Yeah? I whisper, rubbing circles on his hand with my thumb. Kingsley really messed up, he mutters, burying his face inside of my neck. ... I wake up really hot, but I'm sweating, and the bright sun pouring in through the glass door is blinding. Oh, there was no button there, okay. I might be illiterate, I don't know. Must be late in the morning. Mason is still spooning me. Oh my. Except now it's like it's thrown over me and his dick is pressing against my back. That's an interesting position. Even through the rough texture of his jeans, I can tell he's not lacking in that department. Mason, I groan, trying to free myself from his grasp. Shh, I'm still sleepy, he whines, pulling me closer to him. I'm hot, I say. Very. I can hear the teasing in his voice. I run toward him and turn towards him and he hugs me. I feel so small in his big arms. Our eyes meet and his gaze is intense yet soft. I glance at his lips, feeling a magnetic pull. He catches me looking, his lips curve into an annoying smile. The air between us feels charged, heavy with desire. His fingers shift slightly on my hip, the faintest movement, but it's enough to make my pulse race. My body has never reacted to a man like this before. Am I about to hook up with Mason Cooper? Find out in the next chapter. See ya.